Welcome back to the SA Weekly Talk Show. Your host, Mike Callahan here, bringing another week of knowledge for the SA community and getting chirped from the peanut gallery behind me here as my wife's home from work. So we are diving into it. We've got a live audience here on Facebook as well as in the other room. So I'm excited to bring some knowledge to you guys. And I'm coming at you with the five things that you need in your service business that you should be using video in. So we're going to talk about the 5 areas of your business that you should be utilizing video in. And if you have any comments or questions, feel free to drop them below in the live or recorded version. As always, I watch these for at least 24 to 48 hours to answer your questions, how to better run your business with technology and service Autopilot. So we're going to dive into the 5 areas of your business that I feel that you should be utilizing video for success for 2021 and on beyond. So in addition, we have a few people that actually submitted this question that are participating in the Service Autopilot Setup Challenge by SimpleGrowth. So want to thank the crew over there. We've got about 20 people or so in the first Setup Challenge that started February 15th. And the second group that just started on March 1st. I think we had 18 or 19 in that group as well, these learning cohorts. So kind of taking a question that was submitted from those challenges of, hey, Mike, where should we be using video in our businesses and how do we leverage the power of video in different areas of Service Autopilot and even outside of Service Autopilot. So without any further delay, I'm going to drop and open the screen up and we're going to dive right into it. So first place is probably appropriate since we are on the SA Weekly Talk Shows. I'm going to talk about where to use video inside Service Autopilot. So one of the biggest misconceptions is how to use video inside your email marketing. So what I'm going to do is go in and hop into the gear icon and go into documents, DOC. I'm going to pull up the document. So just actually had a text message yesterday, the day before, somebody wanting to know, Mike, I've set up the HTML code and everything in my email, but the video doesn't play. So what we're going to do is go in and create a client email, and I'm just going to make this our test video email. And your estimate. Actually, I would just say maybe just checking in. So maybe this is a email that goes out in your 30, 60, and 90-day follow-up when a new person signs up for a reoccurring service, not a one-time service, because 30, 60, and 90 wouldn't be personalized but automated. What we're going to do is once we've got that in here, we're going to go in and hit save. And we're going to go into the document editor of Service Autopilot. And I'm going to go with a blank document here. And what we're going to do is probably pull in an image up here. And we can go in and pull in your logo. So as you're going in, we may have the logo here inserted. So what I'm going to recommend is that on an automated email, maybe for your 30, 60, and 90, we don't brand this email. But on the flip side, we go in and drag the body over here and pull the content of text. And what we're really doing is writing a personalized email. So like, hey, at contact name or customer name, client name. All right, so you can, if you hit at, you know what the shortcut is here. And I am struggling here for some reason on what the merge tag is. But basically, instead of sweeping through this, we can go in and grab the contact's first name or client's first name and stick that in there. And then you could literally just type the body of the email. Now, what would be cool is you could say, I made this video for you. Check it out. So what the biggest mistake is, if we went into, let's say we hosted in YouTube or we hosted it in Wistia or any other video platform. If you use YouTube editor, you can actually record this live video if you want. This is kind of a cool play. So we're going to go in and grab this video from Callahan's Corner here. But basically, the idea here is that when we do this, we would go in of the personalized video. We're going to take a screenshot of the video. So we're going to take a picture of it. Then we're going to go in and hit share. So file on my other screen here, I am saving this screen share. Okay. And then we're going to go in and hit share, and we're going to get the link. So once we've got that link, we've got everything we need for the email video. And as you're imagining it at this point, it's not a video that's going to play live in the email. We need to link it back to a video, or potentially I'd recommend a video landing page on your website. So what we're doing is going into the document editor here, and I'm going to pull in a different row. And obviously you would need to format this a little bit better, but I'm going to go in and drag in an image, browse the image. I'm going to upload the image of the screenshot video. I am inserting that picture, and then the ability here is the image link opens a web page. Or what does it do? It's going to open a web page. So this would be your video on YouTube or your private landing page. I'm going to paste in that URL. So what we have here now is when we hit save is we've got an email body that's going to send out with an image of the video. I'd have it so you have the little play icon here, so it's obvious it's a video. When they click on this, it'll open and redirect them to the landing page. So the first place where we're looking about using video is in email. So the misconception is the email is not going to play inside. The video is not going to play inside the email. So which is really confusing, because when we go into the next part here, and I'm going to show you how to use HTML code in Service Autopilot. This is going to be confusing, because if I went in and got the embed code for this video and I copy it and I put it inside the email by clicking in here and pasting it, what it is going to do is in the preview of the email, it looks like it can play, but it actually cannot play, because this is not going to happen on 99.9% of email deliverabilities. So you do not, I repeat, do not want to embed the video, but it will look like it is going to play. But when you test it, it doesn't. We need to set a picture, and we need to link it to an open web page and have that video pop open on a landing page that you own. So that's the first place I'm recommending video for 2021 success and beyond, is email. Now, the next thing is in our estimate. So if we're going in and building an estimate for this client, and we add an estimate, and I go back to YouTube, and I am SimpleGrowth here. So if we had a stop trying to mow and grow your lawn care business, where I'm walking around with the weed whacker here, this is going to give the ability to go in and take this video, hit share. We want to go to embed and copy. But this, instead of running around like a lunatic with a laptop and a weed whacker here, you could probably go out and make a video of you with YouTube Creator walking around the property of property-specific assessments and potentially talking about the things they could do better. So what we would do is go back into the templates. We would select a template, and we would go into the estimate here. And I'm just going to quote lawn mowing here for 38 bucks. I'm going to scroll down to hit save, because my edit button will not show up until that works. And then we will be going back up here to the edit button. This is a one-time edit on this client or lead and this particular estimate. But what we can do is insert a video that plays live inside this particular estimate with property specific video. I'm going to show you how to do default video on the estimate documents that everybody would see. Set it and forget it. But if we want to do a particular video for this particular client on this particular estimate, this is how we would customize this. So what I'm going to do is recommend going in, hitting rows, drag this row over here, and this is going to be our text. And please watch the video we made on your landscape maintenance. And what we do is grab another row here, drag this down. And obviously, if you're doing this on every account, you can have this pre-templated to an extent and have the HTML just sitting here waiting. We'd go in and click in that. On the upper right-hand side, we go in and select all of it, delete it, and paste that HTML. And then you have a live video of you walking around their property with your cell phone, giving them property-specific audit on there. Then we would hit save. What that's going to do is it actually kicks us out of the estimate document. We have to go back in because we're making a one-time change to that particular estimate document for that particular client. So once again, we are back in here. We're going to close it, hit yes to save. And then once again, it's going to kick us out. So we got to go back into that particular estimate after we close that out. And it's loading here. We're going to go into the particular estimate there and then go be able to send that back out. So that's how we're going to tackle that with property specific videos. We're going to go in, create the estimate, go to edit after we save it, and insert the HTML of the video in that particular estimate itself or picture if that's appropriate. Now, the next thing is we're going into the gear icon, and I'm going to documents. Okay. Third place that we're doing is inside the estimate document, one-to-many. So there's a couple different ways of doing this, but we're going to go in. And I'm going to pull a pre-templated email that we have, and I can show you what this looks like when we're done. But this is pretty cool. This is something we've been doing at my company, Callahan's Lawn Care, for probably 5 or 6 years at least. And this has been pretty instrumental because as I got out of the field and wasn't doing any of the estimates, I wanted a way to go out and continue to be able to be the automated salesperson without having to be there. So this is how we did it. Let me see if I can find this here. I think this is it. Might take a minute to load here. There's quite a bit, but once this loads, we'll show you what it looks like. So we've got just a generic template here. The dynamic content, this is where the pricing loads in, and as you scroll down, we've embedded about 9 videos with that same methodology of literally just dragging in the rows of all 3 and embedding them. So these are our top 3 services that our top 9 services that we have. So what we want to include is what's included, what's not included, and our sales and price, overcoming sales or price objections, and our satisfaction guarantee. So this is your automated video salesperson. So these automatically now go out every time we send the estimate, and they do play live inside the estimate. Now, if we go back to that lead, the 4th type of estimate is on the estimate description on the actual line item. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. So when I go in and add an estimate, we want to set up this HTML code on the service estimate description before we here is we go into templates. I'm going to grab my template, hit apply. I can hit draft a quote for lawn mowing. And what I've done on the service level is inserted the video. And in order to do that, you need to hit the code view, paste it in. So right here, the HTML code, the iframe from YouTube. And then you have to hit that code view again to kick that back. And that will save it. So once you go in and hit quote, I'll show you what the live version of this looks like. Hit save. Then we're going to scroll back up and hit email. So you're probably well aware, but if you're new to SA or new to estimates, there's three parts of an email process. There's an estimate email with a clickable link, which is this email loading in here. And I'm going to hit send. There's an estimate document that displays the price and now our videos. And then when they accept the estimate, there is a estimate acceptance email that automatically triggers. So it's a three-part function, and tied into those three functions is an estimate document or template. Basically, that is this template. This template is automatically connected to the estimate document, which is connected to both emails on both sides, and it creates a very succinct process and avoids all the double and triple clicking of trying to select your estimate documents and all the different things. So we're trying to streamline to the 6 to 8 screens of success for workflow. So I'm going to hop into my other screen here and pull up the email that I just sent myself as my potential client. So as we go in, we've got the email here. Click to view my proposal. Scroll down, we've got our lawn mowing. I'm not recommending service details and terms, but we do have this as an example because some people want to know if that's possible. But what I am going to show you is we have this video now playing live on the service level. So on the service level, you can have a video, or as you scroll down, you can have your videos here. So we've gone over email, customized property-specific videos inside the estimate, estimate description, and now the next step is once we have all these videos, we want to go to social. So I'm going to pick on Jen from the SimpleGrowth team here, but she was out in her car, it looks like this morning or yesterday, providing some content for people on social media. So the next places we want to go in is create videos on social media. So we're not selling anything. We're simply telling people how to do the service as themselves as a professional and creating a higher perceived value so you can charge at a higher price and overcome some of this perceived sales and price projections up front, so we shorten that sales cycle. So we're going to take these videos now that we have on social, we're going to repurpose them in Instagram, Facebook stories, Instagram stories, and then we're going to take them just like we did here and drive them to your company's YouTube channel. Now that we have them on our YouTube channel, we are going to go in, drive in, and open transcript. Transcript is going to be important. So if you're working with a website expert, up here, we can get a copy of the transcript. And what's going to happen here is that is going to be great for SEO and search engine optimization. So we're going to take the video and the transcript and send that to our webmaster. So we're over here at the SimpleGrowth website. So you've got a picture of the video inside the email that links out to a landing page. You've got your estimate with walk around specific videos, embedded property specific. You got your estimate description line, and you have all videos that play on your estimate live for everybody. Then we have our social, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, amongst any other places where your tribe is hanging out. And then we want to take the YouTube video with the transcription right here, send this to your webmaster. And if you go into the SimpleGrowth systems, SimpleGrowth systems with an s.com learning hub, and not the podcast, because, well, actually, if you go to the podcast, you can listen to the SA Weekly Talk Show live on the podcast as well, or recorded. But if we go under the videos, this is what we've been doing in the lawn care company, and now at SimpleGrowth, is every one of our videos is now uploaded here, and we have the video transcript. And that video transcript is taken directly from YouTube. So you don't have to use a third-party vendor to get the video's transcript. You can actually take it right from YouTube, take your YouTube video, embed it in your website with the transcript, and this is going to create a great play for work for SEO, search engine optimization, and continue to drive the relevancy as the expert of your service industry in your local market or even nationally. So 5 main areas that you need to be using video, in my opinion, in your service business is going into 2021 is we need to have videos linked out of your emails. They don't play live in the email, but that is a great place to do that. Estimate description, wholesale for all your services, a walk around the property from like YouTube Creator, and upload those in right inside the estimate or the estimate document for property specific videos, social media, and then going in and repurposing the social media video from YouTube with a transcript on your website. So comments, questions, drop below. SA Weekly Talk Show, bringing knowledge to the service industry and helping you outlearn your competition. So we'll see you again on the SA Weekly Talk Show next week with myself, Mike Callahan, and we've got, I believe, on the 19th, Jack Jotes of Rambling Jackson, basically website and SEO expert coming on. And sure, he'll be diving in even deeper on some of these things, but got a lineup of some experts coming in that we have never seen before, and as well in between. I'm going to continue to bring you new and relative things that you need to be doing in your business to continue to outgrow and outlearn your competition. So see you again next week. SA Weekly Talk Show, 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Central. Mike Callahan here with the SA Weekly Talk Show. See you again next week.